Did you ever wonder who Adam and Eve are? They're kind of a big deal. They're known as the very first humans created by God, and their story is packed with meaning. So, let's dive in. Adam, which means made or man, was the first human. God created him from the dust of the ground, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Imagine being shaped from the earth itself. Then God took a deep breath and filled Adam with life. Can you picture that moment? It must have been incredible. After that, God placed Adam in this beautiful paradise called the Garden of Eden. It was like the ultimate backyard, filled with lush trees, vibrant flowers, and all kinds of animals. Adam had the important job of taking care of it. Now here's where it gets interesting. God told Adam he could munch on any fruit he wanted from the garden, except for one specific tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's like being at a buffet and having just one dish off limits, right? But, as you probably guessed, temptation was lurking around the corner. One day, a sneaky serpent slithered into the garden and caught Eve's attention. This serpent was crafty and tempted Eve to take a bite of that forbidden fruit. And you know what? Eve wanted to be like God, knowing good from evil, so she gave in and took a bite. But it didn't stop there. She shared some with Adam too. Can you imagine how that moment changed everything? Suddenly their eyes were opened and they realized they were naked. Talk about a shocking revelation. They felt embarrassed and tried to hide from God by making clothes out of fig leaves. But here's the thing. God wasn't angry. He was curious. He called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam replied, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked." Then God asked a crucial question. "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" It's like a parent asking their kid if they broke something. Adam, feeling the heat, pointed fingers at Eve, saying, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat." Classic blame game, right? When God turned to Eve, she didn't take the blame either. She said, "The serpent tempted me, and I did eat." So there you have it. Everyone was passing the buck. But God wasn't going to let it slide. He cursed the serpent, saying it would crawl on its belly and eat dust for the rest of its life. Talk about a rough deal. Then God turned to Adam and said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree I commanded you not to eat from, cursed is the ground because of you. In toil, you will eat its fruits. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field." Sounds tough, doesn't it? It's like saying, life just got a lot harder. To Eve, God added that she would experience pain in childbirth, and that her desire would be for her husband, who would rule over her. This part of the story really shows how their choices had serious consequences. They were no longer in paradise. They had to face a world filled with challenges. Then came the ultimate consequence. God told Adam he would be driven out of the Garden of Eden. Can you imagine how heartbreaking that must have been? No more beautiful garden, just a tough life ahead. God reminded him that while he could eat from the beasts of the field and the birds of the heavens, he couldn't eat from the tree of life. The weight of that choice must have felt heavy. After leaving the garden, Adam and Eve had two sons, Cain and Abel. Life wasn't easy for them. They became nomads, living in tents and traveling around. Adam felt pretty lonely sometimes, but he held on to God's promise that one day he would have many descendants. Isn't it fascinating how their story connects to all of us today? So kids, here's the takeaway. God created Adam and Eve to enjoy a beautiful life in the garden. But because they disobeyed him, they had to leave and face a world full of hard work and sorrow. It's a powerful reminder of how our choices can shape our lives. But don't lose hope. The story doesn't end here. We believe that Jesus will come back one day to take us all to our heavenly home, where we'll be free from all the struggles of this world. How amazing is that? So the next time you hear about Adam and Eve, remember that their story is more than just a tale. It's a lesson about choices, consequences, and the promise of redemption. What do you think about their journey? Do you feel like their story has something to teach us today?